guys, a very happy morning to every one of you. Guys, I hope so everybody is having a good time today and very smiling and a very dazzling smiling across your face, I think so. If you haven't liked that kind of smile, so in my video, it means in this today's newspaper videos, we are going to discuss some of the awesome, it means fascinating thing that will definitely make you smile across your face. So from today onwards, we are also going to discuss both the newspaper, especially the newspaper name The Hindu, and along with the newspaper name The New Indian Express, because when combination of the both two newspapers is been given to you, means definitely you will also get a lot of point of view, a lot of information you also get. So I will try to cover both the newspaper within 30 minutes of duration with a full-fledged case study analytical video. So without wasting time, let us get started. So guys, before going to the video, and welcome to my channel, my name is Newspaper. I will tell some of few basic things that we are just going to look upon to this entire video. So one thing is, now the India started export of crude oil to the country named the China, because lot of problems has been went across India and China, but due to the tariff problem and due to a lot of other problems with the USA, now India is going to the upper hand with the China. So what kind of problem that in the future might occur, and this thing we are going to see. And the second thing is, you would have known about the straight dog. While this kind of straight dog is completely, it's like they are just going to catch and make them into isolated way. So to capture the stray dogs and to isolate it especially in a particular area, so lot of thousands and thousands acres of land must be needed. For example, in Tamil Nadu itself, especially for 6 to 7 it means districts, literally 2000 acres of land must be needed to isolate this entire stray dog. So what kind of problems might come, because we need to spend a lot of amount to the stray dog capture also. So what kind of things that will come, we are going to see. And the third thing is, it means especially the nuclear sector is going to be completely privatized. It means not 100% is going to privatize, to 20 to 30% of the most of the nuclear power sector is going to privatize. So guys, without wasting time, let us get started, because in this today's newspaper we are also going to discover a lot of new and interesting things that has been occur around the world. Okay guys, don't let us waste not to waste time, let us go directly into the newspaper. So we'll just cover the front head and also we'll go to the geopolitical point of view. Okay, let us start from the Hindu. So you can see here, government picks export plant as the UP, it means as the US. What it means, you would have known about the MSME schemes, a lot of textiles and a lot of clothing industries, and now the Indian government has, it means, especially allocated a certain fund budget to export this kind of missions. Export promotion mission especially comes from the MSME products of cloth and textile industry. Since as we export a lot of cloths and textiles to the USA, as they impose a certain kind of tariff, so this scheme will definitely help the entire India to grow, especially in the MSME sector. So the next thing is, you can see, this is one of the other good and fascinating thing that has been given in the Indian Express. So you can see is IEAO. It means you would have known about what is IEAO. Now the entire India has been it means waiting to conduct the Commonwealth Games, because at 2010 only the India has conducted the Commonwealth Game. At 2010 India has finished at the second position. So at the time India has won a lot of medals, but after a certain period of time India was not, it means got the permission to conduct Commonwealth Games. So but now the India has got it means permission, though they have just set up the binding, it means we have to, it means submit the application. So our application process is going to be conducted. So if this it means application process is finished, and if the Indian association got upper hand, means definitely the Commonwealth Games will be definitely conducted in India. So simultaneously you would have known about it means hosting of Olympic Games in 2036. So if this kind of Commonwealth Games is approved in India, so definitely it will be upper hand for hosting the entire Olympics in India. So this will be one of the good thing. So it means the IAO's president is PT Usha. You would have known about the PT Usha, who is a great athlete, and she is a great warrior for the entire India, because of her only a lot of younger generation kids, especially the women in the girl sector, are completely, it means learning a lot of life lessons from the PT Usha, one of the marvelous women I do consider. And the next thing is, it means 2026, it means Scotland is going to host, and especially in the Glasgow. So it will be held for nearly 23 July to 2nd August. But only this kind of thing is so much concerning. Only 10 to 11 sports has been going to conducted in this next 2026 Commonwealth Games. So at that time, badminton, wrestling and table tennis, little bit of kind of games won't be placed. But generally to say means Commonwealth Games conference under 19 to 21 games must be, it means they will conduct. But now this Commonwealth in the next 2026 Commonwealth Games just holds only 10 sports, so that's a little bit concerning things. So the next the interesting thing what I want to just mention to is, this will be one of the game changing thing for the entire India and China relationship, because even I itself can't able to, it means, how to say, I did not think like this will occur, because Indian's refinery, especially the Naira Energy, this Naira Energy, it means 50% stakes is been held by the India, and simultaneously 50% stakes is held by the Russia. So as this both of the countries host 50% in this Naira Energy, now it means you can have Naira Energy for Indian refiners and Russian source Rosneft. Now they shipped the entire diesel to the China, and despite having the European Union and the USA sanctions, one of them, it means one of the greatest masterstroke done by the entire government of India, because lot of government has been completely isolating the India, especially in the crude oil sector. And you can see in, especially in the July 18, see one of the most other interesting thing is, you can see the vessel, it means the complete cargo ship was traveling to the Malaysia. Suddenly while traveling to Malaysia, suddenly it take a new turn and entered into the Strait of Malacca and reached the China, it means China, it means Zhongsang. Okay, let us leave it. And there itself 12 days it was been there. It means the cargo ship was there in 12 days. So for the next 12 days, the crude oil was shipped into the Chinese facility. Wow, this is literally such a good thing. You can see here guys, now the China and India also, it means lot of, it means trade talk has been occurred with each other, because the Chinese tourist visa has been given, and a little bit of embassy problem has also been reduced, and Doklam issue has been reduced, the standoff problem has been reduced, and a lot of, it means the partnership within the China and India has literally started to increase, because during the SCO, it means Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Modi is going to meet not Putin, Xi Jinping. So you don't know about Xi Jinping, the Chinese president. So lot of defense deal, not especially in the defense, it means defense deal means the standoff issue and the border issue. This kind of defense deal will definitely accelerate. It means they will definitely be removed off, and the trade talk should be definitely held across between these two countries. And let us go deep into it, so you can have a better and clear understanding. So you can see here in the Indian export it has been given. Okay, just one sec. The paper is little bit. Okay, you can see India exports fuel to China first since 2021. Wow, before 2021 lot of it means crude oil was supplied, but after 2021 now only it has been a very good master move done by the entire Indian government. So you can see that this kind of thing has been literally given in the front page. Nearly 4 lakh, it means approximately 5 lakh barrels. Wow, 5 lakh barrels has been completely shipped to the China, it means China. Especially it is called as ultra low sulfur diesel, not a normal diesel, not a normal crude, it's also pre-processed. They are just supplying ultra low sulfur diesel. Means low sulfur diesel means in this diesel mostly sulfur content will be, but as we just stripped only, that is consist of only 15 ppm, it means parts per million. For 1 million only 15 parts per it means sulfur content will be, it will be so much lesser and lesser and lesser, because this sulfur content that's been present in diesel while burning in the, it means automobile or any kind of lorries, definitely the sulfur will be launched into the, it means exhaust pipe, and it will lead to the acid rain. And while the sulfur is being increased, it leads to also sulfur dioxide, breathing problem, and a lot of other health problems also, and acid rains also. So this ultra low level sulfur diesel has been given to, it means especially to China, and this is one of the master stroke, it is one of the good thing. And especially now, suppose you would have asked only this kind of diesel is given to China or not. This kind of diesel is also being used in India, especially for the BS6. We are using this kind of sulfur. It means diesel. It means diesel in our India itself. So that is one of the good things that we have just done. So the other thing is, you can see is this thing. The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping are expected to meet Shanghai Cooperation again Xinjiang. Xinjiang is one of the 4th well-developed cities in the entire China. So if first it comes from Beijing and Shanghai and a little bit of other one thing, I think so Hong Kong, not Hong Kong, but other one province is there. I just forgot the name. So one is Shanghai and the other one is Beijing, and the 4th one is this. 3rd one I just forgot to remember. And short notice flight also is also been, it means gave the approval for the China. See guys, now we are just completely going towards China, and China is also going towards India also. This will be one of the good things. Suppose if this process, if this trade agreements or any kind of dealing with occur with China, means that will be one of the good things for the entire India. So because 60% of the global electronics has been completely dependent on the, it's been estimated from the China. But we can't 100% believe the entire China, because you would have known about a lot of iPhone engineers, top-notch iPhone engineers and semiconductor engineers, especially they were Chinese person, they were being placed in India. So the Chinese government called the Chinese engineers outside the India. So you should not transfer any kind of technology transfer to them. And the rare earth elements from the China towards the India has been completely reduced, because at the before times and all guys, literally it means you would have known about the Maruti Suzuki. So before times Maruti Suzuki has planned to it means manufacture 24,000 electric vehicle cars. So the entire battery system has been completely dependent on the China's rare earth elements. But later on it has been completely, it means they have just reduced, because the China holds nearly 90% of the rare earth elements in the entire world. So as China has completely reduced the transport of it means rare earth element towards it means Maruti Suzuki, instead of producing 24,000 they just reduced to 5,000 to 6,000 vehicle to produce. So you can see we should not believe 100% China itself. So the next thing you can see, right, first let us cover the geopolitical information that's been given in the Hindu. So you can see here now, guys, literally this is one of the worstest thing that Netanyahu also has came, because you would have known about the Donald Trump, who is an idiotic president, and in that list of category, then Netanyahu also joined. So there is two group of peoples. It means two peoples comes under the same group of idiotic groups. In my point of view, guys, literally, I'll just read the sentence. You just allow. It means the Israel Prime Minister has just told the entire Palestinian peoples to leave the Gaza Strip. He has just told, we are not pushing them out, we are allowing them to live. You can see, guys, the word that the hidden message hidden within it. They are just not pushing, but they are just requesting to leave them out. How you will go? It means the entire military force will go and attack the each and every parts of the it means Gaza, and we are just requesting to go outside. Means how is this possible? Literally one of the stupid thing that has been made by the entire Israel. It means Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. So this war should be completely stopped. And since 22 months old the war has been just going on, so this should be stopped, guys. Okay, the next thing is, as I just told about, the two Chinese ships has been collided along with each other. Now after this collision, the US also deployed two warships in the South China Sea area, and alongside with it means with the ties with the Philippines. So you can see, as the Philippines has a good relationship with the India in nowadays, and they also decided to purchase the warships, especially the destroyer and frigate class warships from Mesdoc Shipyard Limited. It means they have just decided and also to purchase submarines. So this will be another game changing thing for the entire India. So you can see, as I just told about before, the India is going upper hand with the China. So suppose in a best case scenario, if we just manufacture a submarine and give to Philippines, means you can see how the complication will occur from the China towards India. So we need to consider each and every perspective. So the next thing is this one. Let us just leave it. And you can see that Netanyahu has lost the plot. It means New Zealand Prime Minister also just told he has just lost the plot. It means he has just lost his mind. So a lot of problems will be given to the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. They have just concluded. So the next thing, okay, guys, let us come back to the same thing. So you can see as I just told about the Infosys. It means they just started to acquire 70% of the Australian Versant, because nowadays, guys, lot of layoff has been means given by the Infosys, TCS. In TCS, literally 12,000 employees are going to remove. So, guys, what the most of the IT companies are doing? Suppose, for example, there are where to write. Okay, I'll write in the bottom sector, so you can have a basic and clear understanding. So you can, I'll just write here. So for 100 employees they are giving, for 1000 employees, for 1 crore they are giving, so 1000 crores must be given to the employees. So what they are just doing is, instead of 1000 members, it means the AI platform will be also implemented, AI platform, alongside with the only 100 employees. So 100 employees means just 100 crores of spending must be needed. So 900 crores they are going to save. So this 900 crores they are just going to invest in the AI and the data science project. So that's when the IT job is always, it means IT job is always so much riskier. So it means they are taking the salary of the person and they are just it means doing the R&D in the next generation AI and also with the data science. So you can see, yes, as a lot of people has been laid off by the Infosys and TCS, now they started to acquire 75% of other Australian companies asset. You can see in this sense they just mentioned it means the Infosys and the Tesla. It means Tesla means the Australian company, for collaboration to produce, it means AI enabled cloud and digital solution for Australian based company. You can see AI enabled cloud. So each and every point of view we have to understand, because there is a lot of hidden message hidden within this entire newspaper. So we need to verify and cross check in each and everything. So whenever a company just lay off a certain number of people, means definitely there will be a lot of hidden message along with it. So I think so we can just go to the next one. So I think so you can have a basic understanding over upon it. So the next thing you can see, India should, so it means India should have open uranium sector to private companies. Guys, literally while I was just reading about this, okay, first I will just tell about this. Private mining, it means private companies to mine, import and process uranium. So now as the entire, it means the entire uranium sector is only focused by the central government. It means UCA, it means Uranium Corporation of India Limited and the BARC and between Baba Atomic Research Center, like this kind of entire thing has been given to the central government. Now they have just decided to give the mining sector, the processing sector and a little bit of other kind of thing to the private companies. So in my point of view, this is literally one of the good things that we have to appreciate, because entirely the pressure upon the government sector should not be. We should also give it to the private company also. So you can see the nuclear company means they are just going to increase this entire nuclear power production at 2024 by 5%. So entire 5% of the total electricity will be covered by the nuclear power sector. So until now uranium, it means India holds 76 tons of uranium to supply 10,000 megawatts of for next 30 years. So this is one of the good things. But guys, literally after reading this, I just made a case study. While I was looking upon it, Reliance, it means you can see Reliance has announced before them 50,000 crores in especially in the EAA along with the nuclear energy. And the second thing is Adani. Adani has recently visited the Tarpur nuclear power station, and they also started to invest. It means especially in the nuclear power sector. So you can see how the government is tending to go towards the, it means the top billionaire parties. So as Reliance is going to invest 50,000 crores in EA and nuclear energy, and Adani is going to invest in, it means recently visited Tarapura nuclear energy. So definitely this kind of dealing, especially this kind of dealing, will given to the top most of the person. So okay, many of the people might think, okay, this guy is one of the very much bad thing that they have just did. Okay guys, let me ask you a simple question. Suppose the nuclear sector is so much costly thing. It is not a, it means money efficient like that. So for example, you have 1,000 rupees. If I just give you 1,000 rupees, means I just ask you to invest in any kind of thing. It means this is the salary of a person. So after it means spending of every day needs and everything, you have only 100 rupees. So I just told you to invest in one company, means you will just, what you will do, you will go and invest this 100 rupees in only one company. But if you have 10,000 rupees, means you will spend, it means for 1,000 rupees you spend 900. So for 10,000 rupees also you spend 900, and literally how much you will have? 9,100 rupees you would have in extra surplus amount. So in this 9,100 rupees you would have invested in 10 to 50 companies. So instead of investing in one company of 100 rupees, this 9,100 rupees will be invested into 10, it means 50 companies. So you can see the profit of this company is so much high because you have surplus amount. So that's why most of the, it means fundings and project in aerospace sector, nuclear sector has been given to the Reliance and Adani. If Reliance and Adani has lost nearly 1,000 crores, especially in the aerospace sector or nuclear sector, means that is not a cost at all there for them at all, guys. It's like just a pocket money for them. But for only one, for a person who is entirely dependent on the nuclear energy, so literally if he rises, it will be so much good thing, we have to appreciate you. But if by worst case scenario, if he goes last down, means definitely this one person, not this one only one person, because lot of person also take inspiration from this, especially this one person. So you can see the negative consequence also. But seeing in the both of the perspectives must be needed. Instead of seeing, especially in the Reliance and Adani, we have to go to the other perspective. But giving the entire profit and entire money case to the Reliance and Adani is must a little bit concerning things. So we can just go to the next one. So the next thing, you can just look upon the, especially in the Hindu and especially in this thing. Literally this is one of the good thing, because I am I do love this kind of Amul brand. Especially I do consume little bit of proteins and especially the lassis and lot of, it means shakes and it means cool drinks from this Amul product, because in my point of view Amul product is one of the trusted and it's the best product. And now it means as the USA has literally agreed, it means asked the India to open the dairy industries. It means to how to say, means a lot of milk products will come towards the India from the USA. So now the Amul product has been entirely, it means how to say, the US are also raising a lot of concern against this Amul product, because lot of products has been sold to the lot of private companies, it means private countries. So literally it means Amul has been present in literally in 40 countries. Wow, 40 countries Indian company has been, this is one of the, it means well trusted company. Guys, you can see, suppose if one product from the Amul has been damaged, mean literally the Amul's brand will itself will go so much downgrade. So literally it has about 40 countries, means you just see guys, the trust value and the brand value and the quality that's been given them by the Amul is far more a good thing. I'm not just promoting this kind of Amul, but in my case study, Amul is a well trusted brand. So now it means as the Amul product, it means Mehta has just told, the US president is a tariff king, and this tariff against the India won't affect our company, it means the Amul company. So you can see, and before, it means after the import duty, after that it means tariff, literally 40 to 70% of the Amul's products has been increased in the foreign companies, it means foreign countries. So instead of getting suppose for example 1 liter of milk at rupees of $1, $1, okay, 85 rupees, they are now, as the tariff is being increased, so they have to pay nearly 110 rupees, so literally huge amount of cost. So he has just told, definitely this will not affect 100% in our company, because Amul has been exported since 1998, literally so much huge amount of time they have been spending. So you can see here, before August 1, the US 50% import duties and 40%, 61%, all of the other kind of things. And he said milk was the largest agriculture crop in India. Literally guys, from the entire India, the milk has been produced into so much, and literally the milk has been sold to 35 states entirely in the US. You can see how much the person and the people from the United States of America is so much dependent on the Amul products as well. So that is one of the good thing. And one of the other interesting thing, literally this is one of the good thing. So US is consuming 6% fat milk instead of using 3% of fat milk. Why I am telling this, guys? See, fat milk is means there's one kind of thing called skimmed milk, and other one is full fat milk. Full fat milk will be a little bit of extra rate, and skimmed milk will be a little bit lower rate. Suppose for example, skimmed milk half liter means literally 25 rupees it will come, I think. So half liter I'm just saying. Full fat milk definitely goes around 30 to 35 rupees. So the people of the entire US is consuming full fat milk. So full fat milk means mostly of buffalo's milk and mostly of processed cow milk. So while I was just looking upon this, it means especially this buffalo milk has a capacity of 6% of fat content, and the cow has literally 3 to 3.5% of the fat content. So most of the people are used to consume the buffalo milk. Alongside with this cow milk also, we can also increase to 6%. This is one of the good thing. Why the fat is important to our body? One, after eating the 6% of fat, I just had a question. Why the fat is so much important to our body? Because it means 6% means 6 grams of fat in 100 ml of water. So 6 grams of water, fat is present in 100 ml of water. So one fat gives the equivalent of energy of 9 kilocalories. This is one of the good things, guys. But another one thing is, guys, okay, the fat is much needed for our entire body. Suppose we are just consuming fat, but our body doesn't have the capacity to absorb. Why? Because we don't have vitamin A, vitamin D, E and K. Suppose if we have vitamin A, D, E and K, means our bodies, it means will have the capacity to absorb the milk. It means the fat milk. So that is one of the good thing, that the vitamins also should be within our body. I think so you got my point. And the other one of the interesting thing is, you would have known about our brain. Our brain is literally made up of 60% of the fat. Wow. You just see, guys, 60% of the fat content is made by the brain itself. Literally is so much important thing. So that's why the intake of the fat is so much important for our body. For example, the testosterone level, the estrogen level is entirely dependent upon the fat also. So you need to consume a lot of fat. Especially what's your body much needed means you need to consume. So instead of being a so much lean person, don't be so much lean, but you should consume a little bit amount of fat qualities. So I think so you got my point. So this kind of tariff policy won't affect the Amul brand. It means the Mehta has just told. So the next thing we can just go upon. Next thing is one of the interesting thing, that Vikram Solar unveils 2000 IPOs, initial public offering. See, guys, suppose if you start, it means if you are just investing in kind of it means share market, means this is one of the good market I would recommend you to invest, because Vikram Solar, literally they have been got an order of 100 megawatts of it means solar panels, and literally so much other thing they have took the initiative, because first solar industry, they have created floating solar park, especially in the lot of floating solar park, so much difficult thing. So this Vikram Solar has just gave a good thing. And the battery energy storage system has been also implemented by this Vikram Solar, because, guys, in future definitely more, it means battery energy storage system is literally going to increase so much, so much. And lot of central government also started to invest in this battery energy storage. So, and alongside with, they are also going to invest in a solid state battery, because as we are now using lithium ion battery, the next game changer will be solid state battery. So for solid state battery, the recharging capacity is so much higher, the energy density, the energy output is so much higher. So as they are going towards the futuristic product, so investing in this kind of Vikram Solar is, in my point of view, is a good thing. But after doing a good study of yourself, you go and invest. So as I'm saying, please don't go and do like that kind of thing. You also go and do a little case study. So we can just go to the next thing. So this is one of the little bit concerning things, and literally I was so much gotten anger upon. You can see here, guys, disabled woman. See, it means a differently abled woman. Differently abled woman chased and gang raped in the UP. It's in Balrampur. You can see the person. It means 22-year-old girl is old, deaf and mute girl. You can see she can't hear, she can't speak also. She was chased and gang raped by the 2%. Means you can see how much the. It means literally we should not consider them, these two guys as a human itself. They are literally so much worse than pig or any kind of stray dogs, any kind of worst animal you just consider, or different worst people. Because different able person go on doing this kind of things, it's literally one of the most disconcerting. So the 2% is Ankur Kuverma and Harshit Pandey, 22. Only see, guys, 21 and 22 years old. So I don't know what kind of things to say. And footage from CCTV also shown little kind of things, and the medical examination also confirmed. So definitely these two kind of girls will definitely get a death penalty. Mostly in worst case scenario death penalty, but lifelong imprisonment definitely they will get. So let's see what's going to happen. And the next thing is, you can see soldier killed in gunfight with terrorist along LOC. And in this also you can see 2 soldiers killed along LOC in Uri, because 2 soldiers, one is Havildar and another one is a Sipai. It means this is one of the saddest thing, but okay, we should nearly support the Indian army for the ultimate sacrifice. So okay, the next thing is, you can just go and see about this. The Jaishankar to visit Moscow, it means Wang Yang to visit New Delhi. See, guys, as the tariff problem is going on, as Ajit Doval has recently visited the Russia, and now Jaishankar also took the initiative to visit the Moscow. And now the Chinese counterpart is also going to visit New Delhi. So definitely there will be a lot of good things that will be occurred across both of the countries. So we need to just wait and see what's going to occur. And this thing entirely gives upon this, especially this thing. And the other one thing I just wanted to mention, during Operation Sindhu, Lieutenant General Rahul R. Singh, it means who was the Deputy Chief of Army Staff, he just told that China was giving live inputs to the entire Pakistan for the Operation Sindhu. So we need to be careful upon the China, as we are just going to discuss about China. See, China is like a double-edged sword. So which side we are holding is so much important. Suppose if you hold this side also, we will get scratches around the hand. If you hold that side also, we will just get a lot of scratches around the hand. So China is a double-edged sword. So we need to look upon while across in this coming to the China. And next thing, this I will just cover in a complete video. So Africa is challenging China's mining heresy. One of the most good thing I just read in this newspaper, because China, as I told about, China holds nearly 80 to 90% of the complete rare earth elements. Now they are just taking a lot of rare earth elements from especially from the Africa. Now what they have just told is, it means that the African government has concluded, means they have literally started to fight against the China. And what Chinese government had just did is, they had decided, okay, we will take the mineral and simultaneously we will give the development of infrastructure project in the Africa. But literally none of the development of infrastructure project has been held in the Africa. So African people started to get so much anger and started to fight against China. So I will just cover this in another video. And this also, now the Israel has pushed towards the Western Bank annexation. As the Gaza problem is going on, now they also started to, annex the West Bank also. So this two thing I will just cover in the next video. The next thing is, this is one of the interesting things that has been given in the Hindu. And guys, you can see, please suppose if you start to see this, this news, please do watch from the entire video. See, from water from 37 sources in the 4 Chenamalai, it means, see, in each and every time the groundwater level consumption has been started to increase, especially in the micro levels and the elements level. A lot of other harmful waste also started to literally so much increase. See, guys, before we are living in a home, but as the waste water, it means little bit of rain water is flowing after 2 kilometers away from our home, a lot of groundwater within our home started to just duplicate, and a lot of salinity is there, a lot of calcium and magnesium content also started to increase. So now we usually go and buy, you would have known about the tractor. From a tractor only we are just buying the lot of water from outside source. So literally we are paying so much huge amount of cost to buy that kind of water. So why this kind of thing is important? See, Now the groundwater level has started to increase in the nitrate content, cast iron content, and it means calcium and magnesium ion. So a lot of other content also started to increase, especially in the groundwater sector. So the peoples are just requesting, it means the government officials are just requesting not to consume this kind of, it means polluted water. So while I was just having a case, okay, why this kind of calcium, magnesium, iron, and a little bit of nitrate content is so much harmful for the entire human body. So while I was just looking, I just got to know, while the calcium, it means the safe level for calcium is 75 to 200. Between, it means 150 only should be 75 milligram to, it means 150 milligram of liter only the calcium should be. So while this kind of calcium is so much higher, our kidney gets completely damaged. It means we will get hypercalcemia and a lot of kidney stone will become, and atherosclerosis, it means especially the bone problems will come. So we cannot walk, we cannot do anything, movement also we cannot do. So a lot of problems will come, especially in the calcium so much higher. And the next thing is magnesium. So magnesium should be only 30 to 100 milligram per liter. So if you take only that means 30 to 100 milligram should be. Why this magnesium is so much important means, if the magnesium is a good content, it means good level in the body, nerves, it means nerve functioning, muscle functioning, and the heart will work properly. Suppose if the magnesium goes so much lesser, and simultaneously if the magnesium goes so much higher, the nerve function, muscle function, the heart function literally will change so much. See, as the magnesium level, it means hyper, it means so much higher means the muscle loss will occur, because the muscle will be so much stiffer, because you can suppose for if the muscle here will be so much stiffer, but as the magnesium is so much higher means the muscle loss will occur and BP will come, cardiac arrest, heart attack will come, so a lot of other problems will also come. So muscle, it means magnesium goes down also and goes up also, it will lead to a lot of problems also. So you need to look upon each and everything, guys. And the next thing is this one, you have to just look upon the nitrate content. Nitrate content means you have known about the, it means 45 milligram per liter only should be, less than 45 milligram. So as the nitrate content so much higher means blue baby syndrome will occur. Blue baby syndrome means you would have known about the hemoglobins. So while the hemoglobin is being present in our body, the oxygen transport system, the iron transport system, and it means the quicker transport of oxygen will be occurred due to the hemoglobin content. So what this nitrate will do, this will convert the entire hemoglobin into methanoglobin. So while this being converted into methane level globin, the oxygen transportation will be started, it means completely will be halt, will be completely destroyed. So while this oxygen transport is completely being destroyed, we will have short-term breathness and the breathing problem and the lung damage, and the heart level also will be getting very entirely damage. So this is called a blue baby syndrome. So this is one of the good, it means a concerning thing that we have to just look upon. Simultaneously, if the iron content, as you can see, only 0.3 milligram per liter should be here. If the iron also started to so much higher means, definitely it will go to the liver damage and gastrointestinal upset. It means a lot of damage also will occur. So guys, before drinking the groundwater, just have a case study to, it means to drink each and every water. Suppose if you are being in a village, it means deeper village means, it will be definitely good for having, it means consuming of the ground level water. It will be so much good and purity. But in city side and in any kind of rural areas, a little bit of urban areas, so problem will occur. So I think so you are getting my point. So the next thing, wait, I'll just look upon. I think so we are just this one is a very much interesting thing. So I'll just tell within 1 minute. So as it means the import of crude oil has been literally so much increased, the production, it means the crude oil manufactured, it means that within India we used to take the crude oil from the Indian grounds and we used to manufacture and production it. So that has been literally stopped, it means literally dropped. So we are just importing and processing it. So instead of taking crude oil within the India, it means within the Indian drilling grounds, that process has been really so much dropped. You can see from before 7 lakh barrel per day we had just did within India, now it has been reduced to 5 lakh barrel. So this is one of the concerning things that's been going. So the next thing is the Netherlands has become a good partner for the entire India, because a lot of exports from the especially crude oil sector exports has been literally increased towards the Netherlands sector. So this is also one of the good things that especially a lot of, it means the Indian country has been done. So I think so you got my point, because as timing is so much running up, we need to come to a common story. So the next thing you can see, one of the very most worst thing that has been occurred, 28-year-old man arrested for sexual assault of 15-year-old girl. So you can see guys, literally why, I don't know why this kind of thing is been occurring so much nowadays. So but so please take good care of your little babies, especially the child babies, the girl babies. So next thing, I think so we are just coming to the end of the video. Okay. See, this one I just wanted to see, to stay of 4.4 lakh of stray dogs, literally how much? 2k of acres, it means 2000 acres of land must be needed. So you can see how much problem this is going to be. And for this 2000 acres of land, 15,000 staff must be needed, 15,000 staffs, and along with the veterinary doctors and the vaccinating doctors, a lot of other, it means workers must be needed. So we need to come upon in each and everything. So guys, next thing, I think so we can come to the end of this video. And okay guys, let me see in the next video. I think so you got a basic understanding and basic overview of this entire video. So I would like to hear from your point of view, how was this, it means the alongside with the covering the both of the newspaper, how was your point of view? So I would like to request to put in the comment section. And I hope so I will see you in the next video guys, and tada bye bye, have a good day, bye.